Two students have been arrested in the Philippines, suspected of carrying out a gun attack at a school in Tacloban city in the Visayas. 3 students were killed and 7 others injured. Police say suspects aged 14 and 15 were friends and claimed to have been bullied. Neither had a criminal record. Authorities have tracked down the owners of the firearms used, with a policewoman reportedly one of them. She's now in custody. President Ferdinand Marcos Jr. has ordered a thorough investigation. Jacob Lazaro is monitoring the situation for CNA. He joins us live from Metro Manila. Jacob, police able to track down the suspects very soon after and are able also to be very clear how they carried out their attacks.
Yes. So according to the Philippine National Police, the San Jose National High School had multiple entrance and exit points, but there was only one security guard on duty when the attack was carried at 9 a.m. today. And that's that they are seeing that as one of the reasons why the suspects, were able to slip through security even though they're carrying firearms. Now, when they opened fire at 9 a.m., first they focused at one classroom, and after the students dispersed in panic, they followed their victims to 2 more classrooms. This has resulted to the tragic death of 3 teenagers who were shot and killed, and 7 who were wounded. Most of these victims were female. Now, when the police finally arrived in the scene, they were able to immediately apprehend the 14-year-old suspect who held a 9mm pistol, which further investigation revealed actually belonged to a policewoman who was the aunt of that suspect. Now, the second suspect was able to run and hide in a nearby house, in a nearby barangay, but was eventually caught and apprehended with the help of the residents of that area. Now, this second suspect was carrying a 0.38 caliber pistol, which was then identified to have belonged to a security guard in Cebu. Now, since both of the suspects were minors, they were turned over to the social services office to receive help. But the policewoman, who was the aunt of one of the suspects, is now under the custody of the PNP, of the Philippine National Police, and could possibly face charges for not taking proper care of her gun.
Jacob, this focus on both the acquisition and the deployment of firearms is because while gun violence is not unusual in the Philippines, gun violence in schools, that is relatively rare.
Yes, so that is very rare here in the Philippines, and that's why the PNP and the Department of Education have established that they need to have a closer relation and closer coordination to strengthen the security and safety in certain schools. Now, the Philippine National Police Chief, Jose Nartates Jr., directed all police stations to increase their visibility around schools, intensify their patrols, and conduct assessment and sustain close coordination with their schools. Now, the Department of Education has also directed all schools in the Philippines to tighten and to heighten their security to prevent the entry of any more dangerous weapons or items in school grounds. Now, several government agencies, government officials, and even non-government organizations have expressed their deep and grave concern for this recent incident, especially since this is actually the second shooting incident in a school that happened in the country in the last 9 months. The first one was in August last year, when an 18-year-old boy in Nueva Ecija shot himself after shooting a 15-year-old girl. Because for this school shooting today, the suspects said in their questioning that they were victims of bullying, which is seen by the authorities as one of the main motives, or probably the biggest motive for the act that they did today. That's why they are now coordinating for stronger mental health assistance to be given to the students in certain schools to prevent any more of this same crime happening. So it's really a matter of security and giving psychosocial help to the students to prevent any more instances like this.
So gun control as well as attention being paid to mental health issues. Jacob Lazaro reporting for CNA from Metro Manila.